Hey, good morning. Can you tell me what your name is and what parish you go to?
My name is Dave Levanto, and I attend Grace Church in Yantic, Connecticut.
And what have you been praying about lately?
Well, a couple of things, but one major thing is the health of our country. I'm very nervous about the upcoming election. I hope it's pulled off and we fairly and accurately determine the winner without any social issues or violence or anything like that.
Yep.
Our kids, just in general, we have 4 sons, and we have some grandkids, and we keep track of them, and they're continually in our prayers.
Yep.
To hopefully their life just kind of goes as normal as possible.
Right.
In this day and age. One of our sons is a teacher, so he's just starting the couple of days teaching in the class and a couple of days teaching home, and he's exposed, and we're a little nervous about that.
Yep.
And another kid, one of our kids works at an electric boat, and they're forced to go in.
Right.
So we've been worried about him, and a bunch of stuff.
So there's no shortage of things in your prayer life.
No shortage. Got plenty to pray about.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Tell me your name and what parish you go to.
Yes, my name is Mary Bawza, and I'm from St. James in Preston.
And what have you been praying about lately?
So, I think like most folks, there are certainly people in my life that I'm very concerned about, that either health issues or trying to find their way, that I'm certainly praying for. But especially in these really difficult times, I pray a lot for people, for understanding and for empathy.
Yeah.
That God helps us open our hearts and open our ears to listen to one another. That the polarization that has happened in this country, we don't listen to each other. We're just doing this. And by talking, sharing, and listening, there's a whole bunch of things we would learn about each other and understand and empathize with the different positions, beliefs that people hold. So I pray for understanding and empathy a lot.
So tell me your name and what church you go to.
My name is Kevin Harkins, and I attend Grace Episcopal Church in Yantic.
And Kevin, what are you praying for these days?
A lot. There's a lot to pray for these days. I find myself just praying that God would be in our streets and in our country and with our people. There are so many people that are hurting, that are lonely, that are confused, that are feeling depressed. Our country has a lot of problems right now. There's a lot of decisiveness and rancor in our country, and it just seems like we have lost our sense of priorities. We've sort of, our compass is spinning around in circles at the moment, and I believe that with God's intervention that things can be helped and healed, but we have to be open to that, because remember that God gives us free will.
Yep.
So if we want to be jerks, we can be. But if we want to try the other way, which I always say is the one thing that the world hasn't tried yet, is love. And that's what Christ preached. And I believe that God is many things, but one thing God is light and love. And if we could find room for love in our hearts, and if we could open our hearts to whatever it is, because there's a different message for each of us, I believe, that we really could start turning this world around. Right now we're in trouble. I don't think it's hopeless, but we need God.
Well, thank you, Kevin. I hope those prayers go straight to God's ears.
I know they do. And I pray for you too, Ron.
Thank you, partner. I need them.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.